It was a quiet Friday evening when my wife handed me a folded piece of paper across the dinner table. The way she smiled, half nervous, half expectant, made my stomach churn. I unfolded it and read the heading in her neat handwriting: "Change this to marry me." My eyes darted down the list. It wasn't a joke. It was serious, terrifyingly serious. Every line was a demand, a correction of who I was: lose weight, start dressing better, earn more, stop hanging out with your friends so much, learn to cook, go to church with me every Sunday, quit your hobbies. The list went on. It felt less like a marriage proposal and more like a set of rules for a person I barely recognized myself to be. I looked up at her, trying to measure the sincerity in her eyes. "You really think I need to change all this?" I asked, my voice steady, but my mind racing. She nodded. "I love you, but I need a husband who meets my standards. I can't marry the person you are now." Something inside me cracked. Not anger, not sadness, not exactly, but a cold, shocking clarity. I realized this wasn't about love. It was about control. It was about power, about shaping me into something I wasn't. I could feel my hands trembling slightly as I took the paper from her. "Tell me," I said slowly, "if I change all of this, if I lose weight, earn more, stop seeing my friends, go to church every Sunday, will you suddenly be happy?" She blinked, hesitated. "Of course," she said, though her voice wavered. I laughed, but it was hollow. "You wouldn't be. Because this isn't about me, is it? It's about you. You want to be in love with someone who's not real. You want a version of me that exists only on paper." Her lips parted, but no words came out. I got up from the table and walked to the living room. My mind was racing, trying to process everything. And then, like a punch to the gut, I remembered the little things: the whispered phone calls late at night, the mysterious texts she tried to hide, the way she suddenly seemed obsessed with perfection while ignoring the life we were supposed to be building together. I knew what I had to do. "Wait," she called, standing up. "Are you saying you won't even try?" I turned toward her, a calm I didn't entirely feel. "No. I'm saying that I will never become your checklist. And more importantly, I will never marry someone who measures love with a ruler and a pen. That isn't marriage. That's control. That's betrayal." She froze. I could see the confusion and panic forming on her face. I walked over to the drawer and pulled out a set of papers, divorce papers. My hands didn't shake this time. They were steady, deliberate. "I think we both need clarity," I said, handing them to her. "I've been patient. I've tried to love you as you are. But you're asking me to erase who I am. I can't. And I won't." Her eyes filled with tears, but not the kind of remorse I expected. It was more like shock, disbelief. You can't just." "I can," I interrupted. "And I am. Because if this is what love means to you, demands and rules and lists, then I don't want it. I refuse to be trapped in a marriage built on conditions." She sank onto the couch, clutching the list like a lifeline. "Please, we can work on this." "I can." "No," I said firmly, shaking my head. "There is nothing to work on. You revealed who you are with this list. And I've realized something important: marriage isn't about changing someone. It's about accepting them. And if you can't accept me, then you don't deserve me." For a long moment, silence filled the room. The kind of silence that carries the weight of years of shared moments, now evaporating into nothing. I could see the life we had imagined together flickering and dying in her eyes. Then she whispered, almost a plea, I didn't mean it like that. I thought if you changed, we could be perfect." "Perfect?" I repeated, incredulous. "Do you even hear yourself? Marriage isn't perfection. It's partnership, compromise, understanding. It's messy, it's flawed, it's real. What you've offered me is neither real nor love. It's a contract, a transaction. And I refuse to sign it." Her shoulders slumped. I could see the truth hitting her now, the realization that her plan had backfired. The tears came freely, her sobs echoing in the living room, but I felt none of the guilt I thought I might. I had finally recognized the betrayal, and in that recognition, I felt free. I walked toward the door, pausing only to look back once. She was curled up on the couch, the list crumpled in her hands, tears streaming down her face. I love you," she whispered, voice breaking. I shook my head. Love isn't measured in lists, rules, or ultimatums. I hope one day you understand that. Goodbye. I stepped out into the night, the cool air brushing against my face. For the first time in months, I felt a weight lift from my chest. Betrayal had tried to trap me, to reshape me into someone else, but I had escaped. And in that escape, I felt a strange, exhilarating clarity. I was still myself. And that was worth more than any marriage built on demands. As I walked down the street, I didn't look back. The list, the demands, the betrayal, they were all behind me now. Ahead lay freedom, the chance to be real, to be unapologetically me. And for the first time, I felt the faint stirrings of hope that somewhere, someday, I would find someone who loved me not for what I could become, but for who I already was.